Yasodhanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yasodhanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta-vrinda Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Radha Sham Sundar Radha Sham Sundar Radhe Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Abhay Charanar Bhagavān Swami Śrīla Prabhupada ki Jagat Guru Śrīla Prabhupada ki Śrīla Siddhanta Śrīla Prabhupada ki Śrīla Krishna Kādāna Bhakti Thakur Maharaj ki Siddhi Siranādana Ananta Koti Vaishnava ki Namacharya Śrīla Das Thakur ki Guru Swami Gan ki Krishna Balaram ki Sarasam Śrīla ki Guru Nitai ki Samvita Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Jai Guru Sitana Premanandi. All glories to the Lord Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayo Madhirai Nashtaprayeshu Abhadeshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloki Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 60, text number 25 to 29. Tadrishṭvā bhagavān Kṛṣṇa. Tadrishṭvā bhagavān Kṛṣṇa. Priyāyāḥ prema-bandhanam. Priyāyāḥ prema-bandhanam. hāsya-prauḍhim ajānantyāḥ. hāsya-prauḍhim ajānantyāḥ. karuṇaḥ nvakampata. Tadrṣṭvā bhagavān Kṛṣṇa. Priyāyāḥ prema-bandhanam. hāsya-prauḍhim ajānantyāḥ. karuṇaḥ. Krishna, bhagavān Kṛṣṇa. Mataji, Krishna, prema-bandhanam, hāsya-prauḍhim, karuṇaḥ. Tadrishṭvā bhagavān Kṛṣṇa. Tadrishṭvā bhagavān Kṛṣṇa. Priyāyāḥ prema-bandhanam. hāsya-prauḍhim. We'll go for direct translation. Seeing that his beloved was so bound to him in love that she could not understand the full meaning of his teasing, merciful Lord Krishna felt compassion for her. Go for translation. The Lord quickly got down from the bed, manifesting 4 arms. He picked her up, gathered her hair and caressed her face with his lotus hand. The Lord manifested 4 hands, so he could do all of these things simultaneously. Wiping her tears-filled eyes and her breasts, which were stained by tears of grief, the Supreme Lord, the goal of his devotees, embraced his chaste wife, desire nothing but him. O King, expert in the art of pacification, Lord Sri Krishna tenderly consoled pitiable Rukmini, whose mind was bewildered by his clever joking and who did not deserve to suffer so. One more. The Supreme Lord said, O Vaidarbhi, do not be displeased with me. I knew that you are fully devoted to me. I only spoke in jest. Dear lady, because I wanted to hear what you would say. Purport. According to Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Lord Krishna spoke the present verse because he thought that lovely Rukmini might be afraid he would again say something to disturb her, or that she might be angry at what he had done. So, this is one of the mellow which we Gauriya Sampradaya particularly acknowledge. I'll go to the back what Ramananda Raya told to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu discussion, that we have he has discarded the Santa Bhav, so we go only 4, the Shakya, Vasalya, Madhuryas. And this comes, some extent, conjugal love, the Sakya Ras, Parakya Ras. This is Sakya Ras. So here, Rukmini Devi, a devoted wife, she's like a docile lady. There's so many types of human beings. Some cases aggression, like Satyabhama, she was a little aggressive. Even in the case of Radharani. Here, it happened in family life that sometime husband joke, sometimes wife make a joke. So here Krishna made a joke that actually I was not eligible, but still you choose me as a husband. I just came just to rescue from all those people. I want to show my power. But they are much better than me. Also, those people who worship me, they are destitute people. So Rukmini felt very hard. Especially, we see in the history, especially Sitarani, Sita Devi, and Rukmini, they were little. In the case of Satyabhama, or if you see Parvati, she is also a little aggressive. Not that, but some places we find that they say that exemplary is Sita Mata or Rukmini, that the exemplary. But if you take same thing in the today's context, if any husband says that, my dear wife, actually I am not fit for you. I am hopeless, but you are such a nice, sweet lady, beautiful lady. It's better if you would have married somebody else. Then wife will say, actually I want to hear this only. It's good that you have told. I am living now. That was in my mind, but why? How can I say? But you have told on your own. But here the other way around. Rukmini Devi was really, she got fainted. And I think Krishna didn't expect that. So then he tried to counsel nicely. And Srila Prabhupada said that in household life, there are many ways they enjoy. One is that cooking and talk sweetly. And conjugal relations very little bit, but basically sweet talks and good cooking. But now cooking is also not there. Or it was there in India, but nowadays if you say that I want my wife should cook, you'll not get a girl right now. Nowadays, actually girl family, they try to know whether boy knows cooking or not. So if anybody like to get married as a young boy, he must learn cooking. And all the household work. Otherwise, household life will not be successful. So here we see that this tradition was there even 40, 50 years back. The women were mostly docile. Some cases may not be, but here. And such a beautifully, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explained further what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told to Sanatana Goswami. These all are rasas, and that is also further more realizable enjoyment. And Chaitanya is speaking very nicely that from prema, this is like love, from that it gives a very good rag, sneha, man, pranay, rag, anurag, bhav, mahabhav. There are many parts of the love. And it starts from here, and there's much more details are there to enjoy in spirituality. And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is giving an explanation that like a sugar cane, from ikhu, from seed sugar cane, then you get a sugar cane, then you get a juice, then you get a gul, you get a jaggery, then there is a candy, and then there is a michri, then there is so many other sweets from the. Similarly, from these type of things, according to scripture, we are supposed to enjoy by reciting Lord Kṛṣṇa's pastimes. There, and especially some Upanishad says that sannyasis, they are not supposed to discuss anything worldly except spirituality. And they are supposed to, then one may say that how to enjoy these bhavas. That's only discussing Krishna's pastimes, that's how. And now, another point of looking is that we are looking at how Krishna teased Rukmini. Rukmini, she is a consort of the Lord, and she left her home. She wrote beautiful, sweet letter, and love letter. And Krishna came, and maybe we are not writing love letter. We should also write nice love letter. My dear Lord, I have nobody but except you. Maybe Krishna will accept. So we can learn from Rukmini that in the heart at least we should write to the Lord. It's not that Lord will not accept. The Lord accepted Rukmini, Lord will accept anybody. We see in the case of Sita Mata, Vedavati, Kṛṣṇaḥ Maharaj's daughter Vedavati, Vedavati asked that Kṛṣṇaḥ asked to his daughter that I want you should get married. Then Vedavati said, I want to marry only the person who is the most powerful in this world. Then Kṛṣṇaḥ Maharaj said, only Supreme Lord Vishnu he is the most powerful. Then Vedavati did tapasya. Subsequently she became Sita. That's what the Valmiki Ramayana says. But some versions in South India they say other way around. Little same but little difference is there. So we see that it is possible to be Lord's consort. And the same way as Ramananda Rai says, the Gopi Bha, that a devotee, he can be also either like Hanuman, or he can be like Arjun, or Shiva, Siddham, Sudam, Damba, Sudam, or like his parents, the Braja Gopis, many Lily Gopis, many Brajavasis, this thing, children, Krishna is my son, or Braja Gopis who are in love with Krishna. But this thing, Srila Prabhupada says, it will come on his own accord, according to bhakti. Srila Prabhupada also wrote in Bengali a very beautiful song before going to America in Radha Damodar temple. Kata bani chuta chuti, bani khai luta poti, sei din kabe habe more. That shows Srila Prabhupada wrote in the pretext of Krishna's friend. So he had that feeling. Everybody enjoy in his mellow, either his servant, or his friend, or Krishna as a son, or beloved. Jar Jai Bhav. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami giving Bengali translation of Ramananda Rai's verse. Jar Jai Bhav, Sei Sarvottam, Tatastha Koriya Vicharile Jane Tartammo. Whatever you have, one has emotion towards the Lord, that is the highest. But if you are describing as a neutral person, that may be little difference is there. But all are highest. Everybody enjoy in that love. And what we see, another point is that when Krishna is, let's say we are with Krishna. If we are with Krishna, it's not that Krishna will not ask very humorous or very sarcastic or anything like that. Sarcastic question. He may ask anything. But we have to be little smart enough to answer. Like in the case of Rukmini, she didn't answer. But by her actions she showed. The same question Krishna asked to the Gopis also when there was a rasa dance, that how come you left your family and you came? And here also Rukmini, subsequently she replied very nicely. After she got, one way she did very good, because if she would not got fainted or shown emotion, maybe Krishna would have speak more, that would be much more. Right? So one way she stopped Krishna's to speak further, and Krishna started counseling. Then what Rukmini told, further it says that whom you are talking about, that you are saying you are useless, but you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I think I have done good by surrendering to you. What is the use of all those ladies who think of big of themselves and trying to surrender those who are nothing in this world? So she is making her point very clear that I'm not a fool, that I have chosen you as a husband. Similarly, Braja Gopis, when they came leaving everything to Krishna, to dance with Krishna, Krishna also teased, same thing. Why you came? You are such a chaste girl. Why you came to me? Right? What Krishna told, what Braja Gopis told. What husband you are talking about? Right? I don't know. We don't know anybody except you. So that is surrender. So the surrender is required. What Ramananda says that first, what is the highest? That Vishnu Bhakti. Then furthermore, is that whatever we do, we should do for Krishna. Then they say one should have jnanam. Without jnanam, we leave. There's so many. They joined ISKCON, but they left. This temple is a very big inspiration from devotees coming from all over the world. They're taking inspiration and going their country, preaching nicely. And Krishna Balaram, Gauritai, Radha Samsundar, blessing them. We all take blessings from them. Krishna Balaram is a very kind blessing. powering blessings all over the world to preach his glories. And Srila Prabhupada also stayed long time in Vrindavan. He took the inspiration from all the deities, from the Goswamis. He went and preached and made successful. And many devotees, they are doing the same, following this. And then what jnanam is necessary? If there is no jnanam, we leave. If anything happened to us, usually we are devotee, but anything bad happened, then we say, Prabhuji, nowadays I don't see you. No, Prabhuji, you know what happened to me? Why Krishna has done to me like this? Now I have no faith on Krishna. So whatever good things in my life that I have done, whatever bad thing happened to me, Krishna has done to me. So that portion also we have to have jnanam, that ultimately bad or good, if we are with Krishna, if we are with the devotees serving Krishna, there's some meaning to the life, otherwise there's no meaning. Then Ramananda says that bhakti will turn to prema when there is surrender. If there's no surrender, there's no love will not develop. Then it's going further. So this beautiful discussion we are discussing in the courtyard of Krishna Balaram temple. It's such a beautiful atmosphere. Now I think climate is also a little pleasant. Some days back it was too much hot and humid. And during Prabhupada time, when this construction started way back in 72, when Prabhupada was staying in the Radha Damodar temple, and Subal Swami, one American devotee, he was in charge for the construction. And one fine day, Subal was very upset that I have come to Vrindavan and I have to take care of the construction, dealing all this labor, making checks. Then one fine day, he went to Prabhupada early in the morning at 5:30. Prabhupada, I have not come here for these things. I think this is too much for me, dealing with the labors and all these things. I came for bhajan. And Prabhupada says, what you are doing, that is the correct one. What you are thinking, that is wrong. As a guru, I am telling you, take care of this construction. But then Subal could not take Prabhupada to counsel, and he left. According to my understanding, what I was with Surabhi Prabhu for a long time. He said Subal left. Gunanava Prabhu told me, he's still alive in Australia. He said Subal left. And then subsequently other devotees, they came. Then Surabhi Prabhu organized the construction. And what do you think, that what Prabhupada did by constructing this temple is good, or what Subal thought that he should be not involved in construction? If they wouldn't do the construction, then where is the inspiration? Prabhupada is not there physically present, but the temple giving the inspiration. Some they are taking inspiration from Prabhupada books. We all are taking. So the question is that they struggle, and you know how much struggle. Surabhi Prabhu has told me that during those days there is no food in the morning. Nobody knows how to cook. And they used to stay here, and one devotee who used to walk in the morning at 7:30, 8 o'clock, go to Louis Bazaar, get some cheap rice and curd. And cheap rice, Surabhi says, sometime one devotee, another day one devotee, and there were 4 or 5 devotees. And cheap rice, they said, too old, they were smelling, stinky smell. Sometimes cheap rice is not available. So they used to get cheap rice, clean it few times, and put some curd and some banana. That was their food in the morning. And then cook sometime, some Indian devotee comes, cook at 1, 2 o'clock. That's 2-time food, night time, little milk, that much only. And they struggle, they build the temple. And many devotees, they struggle to complete this temple. Surabhi, because he was interior designer, architect, he had some idea to build, complete So I think he helped the construction in Bombay, Vrindavan, Mayapur Samadhi, and a few more temples, and also Hyderabad. I had a good fortune to be with him for 10 years, but he struggled, and sometimes so happened in Vrindavan only, one time Prabhupada, off and on he used to get blessed also. But if you don't know, who stayed with Prabhupada, don't think that Prabhupada was really sweet or something like that. So really forceful. Sometimes I asked Surabhi that you had a long association, what do you think about Prabhupada? Well, I don't know. Prabhupada used to blush patients too much. But I said no. They said Prabhupada used to call you that the Vishwakarma of ISKCON. Yes. The back used to tell me Vishwakarma. But I used to get very good blast. Then he used to call me, the Surabhi, come, we have prasadam together. He said, at one point he blasted very heavily to Surabhi in Vrindavan only. Then somebody told, but I was just wandering outside Prabhupada house that though I'm working very hard, but I'm not able to satisfy my Guru. I don't know what I'm doing. Then all of a sudden somebody came and said, Prabhupada is calling you, and Prabhupada said, come, have prasadam. Then Prabhupada told this word, that you build my temple, and I'll make sure I take you back to Godhead. Such a big one. And you know, in 91, 92, Surabhi left ISKCON. I was in touch with him. He was in Hong Kong, designing some clothes. So, little details I can't tell in the discourse. Then, you know what happened? In 2015, he got cancer. He came before also. I think there was a program, 40th anniversary of ISKCON Vrindavan. He was invited. He spoke also. Then later on, he got cancer. He came. I think he left his body, missed up all the devotees doing kirtan. Srila Prabhupada ki. So this is the blessings of Srila Prabhupada. That he told, I'll take you back to Godhead. Well, he left for a long time. 23, 24 years, he was not connected to ISKCON so much. He was connected to devotees, some devotees, but not so much. But what Srila Prabhupada promised, he fulfilled. That he left his body, midst of devotee, chanting Krishna's name. So that is the power of Srila Prabhupada. That even though situation is not good, but as a great, he could do that much. But what I'm trying to say is that a lot of hard work, this temple, all this temple is built with the Vaishnava's tears, sweats and blood. It's not that. And those days it was difficult to build. But these temples are inspiration. And many pastimes are there. There are a lot of problems. Not knowing the language, dealing with the labor. There was the cement, there was a problem. And so many dealing with the theft. One time they were there in Bhagaji's house. Some thieves, they came. And luckily, thieves were 5, 6, and devotees were more. So they had also some sticks. They thought there is money. They thought that ISKCON is building temple, there must be money. But so devotee, they said, you can check, we have no money, but you don't hurt. So there was 10, 12 devotees, but thieves were 5, 6. Somehow they said, you come out, we'll check. They checked the house, there was nothing. So Bhagaji, he helped Mr. Saraf, who gave this land. The same family gave land in Guwahati, Assam. That temple was with their family members. And Saraf kept this land, where Prabhupada Samadhi is there. Actually, Saraf wanted to build a shop. He thought all these international people will come, and if I have shop and there's a temple, so all the money I'll get, and I'll be benefited. I like that. But then subsequently, devotee, when Prabhupada left, they just used that. In their absence, they used that land. Then Bhagaji, he was a bachelor, he gave this land. He was a very good friend of everybody, he was nice. And Prabhupada, though he was very young, but Prabhupada used to treat him like a friend, like a son. And Bhagaji used to help to translate, help the devotees to take care. And Bhagaji told, he left. He was a nice, very sweet person, Vishwamadharva. And Prabhupada used to share with him many things. And he gave this. In fact, Bhagaji said, if Prabhupada would have lived for some time, maybe I would have taken sannyas also. Such a powerful person. Can you imagine Prabhupada went for a few days to New York, he made one devotee, Ananta Santi Das. Ananta Santi used to stay with me for some time in Punjabi when I was president there. So, Ananta Santi, he was just a friend of some sect who was in the hotel. And he came to just to know about Indian spirituality. And thereby he took Diksha. And few hours Prabhupada spoke, then Samsundar spoke and became devotee. And he started preaching. This is the power of purity. So when we are discussing this, we have to remember that these are not that ordinary things, very high. In fact, who can be a consort of Lord unless there is a very nice story. I have written many points, but no time that much. I also forget because I have too much construction in my mind. There is a very nice story in Garuda Purana that Garuda asking Kṛṣṇa, that Krishna, you have so many wives. Is it true? He said, yes. But then who is the first? He said, Rukmini is the first. And somebody second? Yes, yes. Then he said, you are Lord, you are Supreme Lord, but you discriminate? He said, no, I don't discriminate. Then Garuda said, just now you told me Rukmini is first, I know. And who is second is Jambavati. Why is Jambavati second? That means you discriminate. Again Krishna says, I don't discriminate. So which one is true? Now Garuda said, can you explain to me? You said you don't discriminate, but here you said first, second is there. Then Krishna giving explanation, actually I don't discriminate anybody in this world. According to their tapasya, austerity, they take their position. Then Krishna gave the details that this Jambavati, she did tapasya for a few lifetimes in Venkatachala hill. That's how she became. Similarly, as Guru asked, why not Lakshmana, why not Mitravinda, why not others? So Krishna gave details of all this, how much they did tapasya. That means to be near to the Lord, we have to purify, we have to purify. We all are on the process of purification. We all will go back to God eventually, provided we follow nicely. And whatever the small setback we are having, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami giving supporting verses in Chaitanya Charitamrita, spoken by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Sanatana Goswami, that if some discrepancies there with the devotees, great devotee also, sometimes the Lord forgives him or purifies him. I think that is one of the good aspects we have. If you need the reference, I can tell you. But on the process, sometimes if we make a small mistake, Lord will forgive us. That's a very good point. So these are not small things. Every mellow they enjoy. Every mellow there is enjoyment. If there is time, maybe I should tell one more story. When all this Lord Ram was coming from Lanka to Ajodhya, all this Hanuman, they requested that, can we also go to Ajodhya? Ram said, oh, come. Lakshman says, why these people, they are disturbance? No, they have also helped. Let them come. So all this, in that Pushpak Viman, thousands and lakhs of Hanuman monkey, they also came to Ajodhya. So they all came to Ajodhya. Hanuman told, look, now we are going to the city place. And we are people to live in jungle, and we have certain behavior. So now, if you go to Ajodhya, We have to behave properly there. We cannot behave like a jungle animal, And Ajodhya is a very beautiful city. People from all over the world coming to see. They have such a about 7 stories building, beautiful roads, and during summer the elephant comes, put a water, so many nice doors with precious, semi-precious stones. It's a beautiful city made by Manu Maharaj. We should go and see, but behave properly. Behave like a gentleman. Then all the monkeys said, what we should do? No, you do as I do. As I say, you do it then. So, there's so many trees there have a lot of fruits, don't go. We'll request them to make a prasada mahal and eat nicely in prasada mahal. So, the Ajodhya administration, they made a nice prasada mahal for them. And Hanuman told that we should sit nicely, let them do whatever they're giving, we should eat nicely together. When I start eating, like we say Mahaprasada, similarly, first one, then see everybody, whatever I do, you do the same way. So everybody sat nicely. And they distributed chickpeas, bananas and everything, fruits. But somehow from Hanuman's hand, when he was eating chickpea went up. So Hanuman says, you chickpea, you don't know, I'm monkey. You can play with me. So Hanuman also jumped to catch the chickpeas. So because Hanuman jumped, all these thousands and lakhs of monkeys. So Hanuman says, what are you doing? Hey, don't jump. Who listened to you? You have done, so we are doing the same thing, right? One time, it was a long time, Hanuman has not seen Sita Mata. Hanuman somehow sneaked in to see Sita Mata. So he went inside the Sita Mata chamber. Sita Mata was decorating. Sita Mata looked. You are Hanuman? Yes, I am Hanuman. Hanuman, what are you doing? No, Mata, I have not seen you for a long time. I want to see you. You are my mother, I want to see you. I have not seen you for a long time. Okay, Hanuman, sit down. Mata, what are you doing? No, I am putting a little powder here. Why you are putting all those things? No, because your Ram likes it. Okay, finished. Now, as soon as Sita Mata went, whatever there, sindoor, kumkum, everything, he put on the top of the face. And before Sita Mata went to Ram, he directly went to Ram. And Hanuman was there. Then Ram says, you are Hanuman? Yes, I am Hanuman. Hanuman, what you have put on your head? I put kumkum. Why you put so much kumkum? No, because Sita Mata told me you like it. See how simple. Buddhimatam varishtham. One way is such a sweet, as an intelligent person, but here is so simplicity, so much simplicity. That devotee should be simple, not very too much with dubious. That's what you call, Gita also says in this. Sat bhave, sadhu bhave, 70th chapter. One should have a sadhu bhava. If somebody thinks I will achieve Krishna with a sadhu bhava, there is no way. In Chaitanya Charitamrita also explained, is giving you that anybody can get Krishna, but those who have in the heart so many other anartha and all this arrogance, all these 6 bad habits, there is no way one can have. One may try. What it says, very nicely it says, many Vaishnavacharya writing that Koti janma kare jodi naam sankirtan tathapi na paye praje prajandanam. Even some crores of lives somebody chants, he'll not get. Unless the anartha nivritti is there. There is no way one can progress in spiritual life. The arrogance is the very big thing. It's ignorance. Ignorance cannot fetch Krishna. Ignorance is ignorance. Thank you very much. There's so many nice points to say. But let us end in here. Any question, any comment, any support, you can anybody like to say something? Yes. Yeah. There's a popular saying that a, a, a beggar is not envious of anybody, but a beggar is envious of fellow beggars. He thinks about fellow beggars. So if we are envious of our devotees, it's very dangerous. It's very dangerous. Everybody having their own good luck. And what way we are concerned? We are suffering or enjoying according to our own karma. What we have to do? But if we have more Vaishnava association, reading from the scripture, and acquire the proper understanding. Today I couldn't discuss much, but all these mellows, the higher mellows are there in books of Chandidas, Vidyapati, then some of the disciples of Janava Mata, Gyan Das, many other, Sivaram Das, many beautiful bhajans are written, mostly are Bengali. If you read those bhajans, it's like a nectar. So why to be in this world? This world doesn't matter where you go, what you do. Ultimately, you end up with all these bad things, nothing serious. Unless related to Krishna Bhakti, Krishna Seva. Yeah. Only two things can fetch Krishna, either chanting and Seva. Seva and chanting. And we have to, enviousness also Vaishnava Prāḍhim. So we know that we should not be, even a small devotee, a big devotee. Devotee is devotee. Why should we be envious? At some point, we have to see, Vaishnava means what Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati says, that we have to have introspection. The person who has introspection, that where I am wrong, even if I can, हम दुनिया को धोखा दे सकते हैं, लेकिन भगवान को तो धोखा नहीं दे सकते. That we can cheat anybody, we can make a joke, no, it's not true. But Lord knows what is the heart. So only way, like you have told, we have to bring good thoughts or good service. We should concentrate more on chanting and service. And we have to convince our mind in this world, anyway, whatever they are getting according to their own karma, or bhakti, it's not according to our worldly status where one all will be going to back to God devotees, if they are serious. But the worldly position doesn't inculcate the position in spiritual life, spiritual atmosphere, because we don't know what is in their heart. Only Krishna knows. So why to be envious? We have so many nice devotees. Some are envious, that is there. But then again, envious means again rebirth, That's anartha. So we should be careful, avoid. Everybody having some problem. Srila Prabhupada also said, I have problem with my god brothers. And some devotees, like that. What can be done? But still, we have to teach. But I'll tell you one thing. It's a very good point. One, the main temple of Chaitanya Math, they gave hard time. Another one or two Chaitanya Guru those days, Tirtha Maharaj and others. When Prabhupada wanted to purchase land in Mayapur, they gave hard time. They tried their best for 1.5 years. But somehow, luckily, eventually ISKCON got land. At that time, at one point, Prabhupada was so upset, he wanted to have a center in Kurukshetra. He said, I want to have a big center in Mayapur, now I'm thinking to have Kurukshetra. I'm forgetting the name. He was a railway minister, later on he became prime minister also for a few days. What is the name? Guljarilananda. So Gujarilananda, Prabhupada had a very good relation with Gujarilananda. So Gujarilananda invited Prabhupada. And Prabhupada gave suggestion, nobody knows this, that why not you develop this Kurukshetra. So Gujarilananda put a tax on the railway. Any train passing through that place, they have to pay few rupees those days. So now that railway gave a lot of money to develop the Kurukshetra. Now, though this one godbrother gave a lot of trouble to Prabhupada, then when that Guru, Gaudiya Guru Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj left his body, Prabhupada was there in Hyderabad. Then His Holiness Jayaprakash Maharaj gave the news to Prabhupada that Prabhupada, your godbrother, expired. Then Jayaprakash Maharaj asked Prabhupada, but Prabhupada, he gave you trouble now? Where he went? He said he went back to Godhead. No, but he gave you trouble. He said that's material, a small thing. I don't think like that. So Prabhupada had a big heart. But these problems are there. Why should we so envious? Eventually, maybe sometime it will take some time to come out. It will come out. Harinam, Seva will come. One should be busy and then we have to divert our mind.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for such a wonderful explanation. Can I ask one more question?
Yeah. One more. Yes. Yes.
Prabhuji, as in material life, whatever we get due to our past bad karmas or good karmas, so in spiritual life also, if we are getting bhakti, it is due to our past karmas or it is due to our intense desire, how do I want to serve Krishna? Or it depends upon my spiritual past activities in last birth.
So you said which one you supposed to take it? Is a previous karma or now? It's everything. Because you had some good karma, that's why you came in contact with the devotees. And that's why you are spiritual and you are in Vrindavan Dham. You are staying here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Krishna Balaram is helping you, Radharani is helping you to be in Vrindavan Dham. This is the highest. So if we can, but at the same time we should take it with the humility that somehow I have to, she's like 100%. If we want to meet 100%, somehow with all humility we have to. We should not offend anybody. There's a nama aparad, there's a seva aparad, there's a dhama aparad. So we should be careful that we should not commit aparad. Otherwise again, problem. But certainly we should insist what Chaitanya Charitamrita says, the Krishna Bhakti Mool Hai Sadhu Sangha, Vaishnava association. If we leave the association of Vaishnava, there is no way, So we can come out, maybe sometime for it, just as a blink it comes a little enviousness or little, but that is also, if we have to come out, we have to think what I can do in my own way. What I have to do, what people, what people thinking, what they do. Bhaktivinoda Thakur told very nicely, ke tomake kabe ki kotha kohibe, se kotha sunile tar ki cholbe, bipode sampode rakhibe je tar kotha tumi hobe na. Who says what, it doesn't matter much, Today what is valid, tomorrow is not valid. So who helps us ultimately, bipode sampade. When we are in problem or we are in happiness, only Lord helps. So we remember Him that much only.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. I hope it's complete answer. Thank you. You want to say something? You want to say something?
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Prabhu, you were speaking about the Saurabh went to Prabhupada and he said something. So what is that? Can you explain again?
It's a construction matter, Also, let me tell you another thing. When the temple was completed, they didn't make the gumboots. They didn't know that we have to build this. Then when Prabhupada says, where is the Gopuram? They were looking each other. So, see, in construction, many things goes wrong. So it's what you see now, it's different. For example, one big leader, see, those days, like we are, one time they were also young, small, and they did so many mistakes. One time, one big man came, one big leader, he gave a lot, now is big leader. Prabhupada time, he said, he gave a lot of books to the leader. Prabhupada asked, have you got some money? Did he give you some donation? Nothing? No. He didn't purchase the book. No, Prabhupada, I gave him gift. He said, go and get you ask him some donation. So he said, don't give free books. If you give free books, they'll not read it. So, time to time, whenever you do something, see, anything we do in this world, there is always some mistakes. You cannot do anything, right? Krishna is telling in Gita, 18th chapter, when there is a fire, there is a smoke. Every work born by some fault. Anything you do in this world, there will be some fault, something. You can't do anything. Also, Prabhupada's expectation was more. Like yesterday I was chatting with Tejas Prabhu. Tejas Prabhu, who started preaching in Delhi. Actually, I joined like in between. Just Prabhupada left, and we had only devotees, no grand disciples. We were like all surrounded by Prabhupada disciples. So daily from morning till night, we used to hear only about Prabhupada, nothing else. So Tejas Prabhu, Prabhupada blasted him very nicely. But Tejas Prabhu said, what is my fault? He was president in Delhi temple. So he said, all these during prasadam time they come, take prasadam, daytime they don't see. Again evening time you see them. So you don't see how to manage temple. But Prabhupada was not happy that way. He said, you have to make arrangement for your temple. So Prabhupada gave him some tips. You know, in Delhi, people are very sophisticated. There are many politicians are there. So you should dress nicely. So Tejas used to dress nicely. And you know, politicians, they used to have that Congress hat. So he used to put Congress hat and go to people's offices. They used to like him. That way he used to convince people. And if somebody is, Prabhupada taught him, if somebody is Baniya, you speak like that. If somebody is Brahmin, you speak like that way. If somebody is Kshatriya, you tell them what is their duty. So he was a little heavy. Sometimes he used to get a lot of respect, donation, sometimes he used to get fire also from people. So, but Prabhupada, you see, Prabhupada could put fire on them and do things which was impossible. Just imagine, Surabi is coming from, is a Dutch, from that background, no idea about India, but involved in construction with Indian people. It's not that easy. If you are brought up in other country, even now it's not that easy. It's difficult with dealing with our Indian people. But always some mistakes, so many things happen. Prabhupada actually, he said his days are limited. He wanted to complete. Every minute he used to count. It's not that just because his happiness was not allowing him to sleep. He was happy that he wanted to do something. And he knew that his is unlimited. He wanted to accomplish as much as possible, day and night. Śrīmad Bhagavatam ki jai, Ved Vyas ki jai, Saraswati Mata ki jai, Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.